Well, welcome back, guys. So I posted on Instagram yesterday that I thought I might have met a snake oil salesman. Well, yes and no. So in a good way though. So there's a company out there that goes by Chem-X. They're out of Massachusetts, and they make a system that I'm a big fan of because I use a competitor's version of this system. Anyway, it's a touchless wash with a foam on rinse off sealant. The sealant is called snake oil. So the difference in this one and the competitor that I have used, the competitors speaks of protection for about a month. What made me gravitate towards this company, first of all, seemed pretty patriotic. The logo, the theme, the coloration, the names of some of their products. Their soap is Stars and Stripes. Pretty cool. So I was all in. Started watching their videos. Anyway, their snake oil, which is their foam on rinse off protection, talks that you can get up to 90 days protection out of this. Probably depends on how heavy you coat it. Now, caution. And this I don't know about the Chem-X system. That's why I ordered some of it and I'm trying it. I don't know. With the other system that I've used, you have to be very careful with how long you let it dwell, because if that foamable protection dries out at all, you will water spot. And that's not a dig, it's just get to know your product. So this car, I used the touchless system and a wax replacement product on it. And this side, which just happened to be on the sun side, on a 58-degree day, water spotted front to back. So that's a frustration. So if you're in a hot environment or you can't get to it right away with a blower or a towel, make sure, what I would do is I would start the dilution really light, well, a heavy dilution, meaning more water than product, right? So if it says 8 ounces, I would do maybe 4. Maybe cut it in half the first time you use it, and then don't use it in sun. This Chem-X company, I have more products of theirs to try. A couple things on their website that I'm really interested in. They have a soap that says it can help prevent water spotting or eliminate water spots. I'm super interested in that. Any detailer should be interested in that. And then they have a degreaser. This is probably their most impressive product to me. And you guys are gonna freak out on cost. It's $43 per gallon. But I have never seen a degreaser that can be diluted 200 to 1. Keep that in mind. And for cars like tire and wheel maintenance washes, you're probably diluting 20 to 1. So do the math. You're going to get 21 gallons out of that, right? Is that a correct dilution? 20 or 21 gallons out of 1 gallon if you mix it 20 to 1. Now, if you have a fancy setup, you have a downstreamer, which I would totally buy if I did this professionally, and I don't. You can go 100 or 200 to 1. You're not going to beat that. Anyway, let's get to it. Today is their Stars and Stripes and snake oil. Let's take a gander at what they look like. Good job, baby. My cat's a rock star again. So I'm going to move the camera. Hopefully this doesn't shut my camera off, because I have had problems with that. Stars and Stripes. Stars is the pre-soak. Stripes is the neutralizer. So you have low pH, heavy pH, snake oil protection. Bam! Does it get any easier than that? So let's take a look at the canvas. This car's pretty hammered. This poor guy has to drive all over California to follow his work sites. So this car sees a lot of road grime, a lot of road film, and the worst of the worst. Look at those wheels. And I'm not going to pre-soak these and scrub these. This may be content for another video after this. This is going to be touchless with snake oil, quick and dirty. See what kind of results we can get, how quick we can get them, and move on and call it a wrap. And then I'm going to want comments down below. What product would you like to see of theirs? They have an aluminum cleaner that will not oxidize your aluminum. It won't streak it. They have that heavy duty degreaser. That sounds amazing. Anyway, where do you want the view from? Let's just do this. I'm going to bring you in the garage. I don't know if this is going to be good or bad. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a distal view, but I think this is safe. So we're gonna start with the pre-soaks, 1 and 2. Snake oil it, dry it, and check it out. Let's do this. It's gonna be a little bit boring. Not a lot of talking after this point, just gonna have to get moving. If you're not interested in watching, fast forward. Here we go. Hi, baby. And then quickly, in the background, you keep hearing my cat pressure washer cycle on and off. Why is that doing that? I don't understand that. So anyway. Hi, baby. All right, real quick. Come here, come here. She keeps begging for some TV time. So this is Jasmine, known as Mina. She's my baby. So anyway. All right, let's go. Stars, step 1. No pre-rinse. Gonna check it out, see what it does. Switching to stripes, known as step 2 or neutralizer. You gotta see this real quick. I don't want it to spot the car, but just see the grime running off the back tire. Insane grime right now, no touching it. Pretty amazing. All right. Rinse these kind of products bottom up. Highly recommend. Just gonna get with it. Great little gadget right there. done rinsing how you're supposed to, make sure the car is thoroughly rinsed. So this is just going to be a top down to ensure everything's on. There you have it. That's how easy it can be. So somebody out there has mentioned before that they're not really into the touchless stuff, and I don't blame them. But in the winter, this makes sense to me. All you're doing is playing in water, staying distant, not touching anything, your hands aren't wet, you're not getting a lot of splashback. I have a few splashes on my feet. Let's go ahead and protect it, rinse it, dry it. See how this goes. This is called snake oil. 2 to 3 months protection. Foam, rinse, dry. Back to the rinsing, drying, we're done. Top down on this, I think is okay. Let's just do it. Okay, that's where I'm going to leave it. I'm going to begin drying because it is kind of important to get moving on the drying process with these kind of touchless. I don't think it's the touchless as much as it is the foam on rinse off protection. Pretty simple, right? Okay, I'm bringing you guys in, not to look at the condition of the paint, because this paint's kind of tore back. This thing sits out all the time. It's chipped up, oxidized, water spotted. So you can see right here, it's got that like sand rash. It's chipped up, oxidized.